floor. Oh my days. There's a 10-seat guaranteed on Wednesday if anyone's interested. £40 rebuy for the 25-25 at Walsall. Well, this could be going in.
Well, Connor's got King Queen here. Yeah, he's going to shove tower. There's the all-in triangle, and it's going to get caught. Wow, the Turk's got lines in the small blind.
Oh, this is a bit of a tanker.
And the Turk is working with... Ooh, we've got just sub-8 bigs here.
What will the ace-queen
with the
do?
nines? Well, the ace-queen's going to snap Connor off. And I think, the ace-queen's calling whether Turk calls or not.
Really?
Andy will snap in
okay.
whatever scenario here. It's just Turk with the nines. We are the short stack, but there is a 3-bet rip from Connor. But Connor's only 3-bet ripping for 13 bigs, and he's ripping over the open of Andy, who's been opening so many hands in this tournament. And he's asked for a count, just figuring out what Connor's ripping for, even though he's got him covered. But I just can't see how we can fold the nines here, Tower, as the short stack. Because the thing is, he might be thinking, I could fold and Connor could get busted by Andy, but Andy's not guaranteed to call Connor in this situation. If Andy's still opening like 60-70% of hands, so probably like 50+% of those hands are going to be folding in this situation.
Yeah.
So he might be thinking, well, Connor could bust here and I could ladder, potentially. That might be what he's thinking. But the thing is, it's not always a guarantee that Andy's actually going to call this off. We can see he is going to call this off with ace queen, but Andy's going to have so many opens here that are going to fold to Connor's shove. But it's tough. It's tough here for the Turk, but here's the short stack. He has folded, and it should be a snap here from Andy. And there's the flip in with the call. And Connor, this could be a spin if he doubles. He was down to 200k, but he's at risk, and he's going to need to find a king to stay alive.
So Conor O'Driscoll is at risk with 1.1 mil. He's up against the chip leader Andy Mock. Oh, we've got redraws abound everywhere.
Well, yeah, jack for a chop, but we've only got 2 outs now. Direct to scoop. We need to find one of the 2 remaining kings. It's a 9 on the turn.
The Turk.
Oh yeah, Turk had 9s. Oh yeah, Turk had 9s. I forgot the Turk had 9s. 7 of spades on the river. We lose Conor O'Driscoll.
Oh man,
Conor O'Driscoll, 5th place for 43,900. Great effort from that lad.
Oh my days, the Turk had 9s. Oh, it was marginal. It was marginal.
The Turk had the 9s.
We are down to 4.
Turk would be second in chips, Tower. He'd be second in chips, the Turk.
Conor O'Driscoll, by the way. Every credit. How much has he won?
£43,900 for Conor.
43,000, and the whole of Ireland are rooting for you, buddy. Well done. What a good effort from Conor O'Driscoll. Hope to see him again on our live streams because he was class. He was a class act. Well done, Conor. Well done, Conor. Conor O'Driscoll, absolutely amazing. What a good effort.
Bye, Dina. Oh, well, just look back. We've got another all-in. All-in from Ed and Andy. And we could have 2 bust-outs and 2 hands here, Tower. Ed with the 7s. He's been behind a lot of all-in situations and got lucky today. And he's picked up a little few extra outs. So, working with 4 outs now instead of 2. Offsuit 5 or 7. King of spades on the turn. Could we lose 2 in 2 hands?
5 or a 7. Oh, we've lost another. Boom!
It's a diamond.
It's a diamond. Oh, it's a diamond. Ed, sorry. Oh my days.
Tower 40 double.
Is it the 7?
Tower 40 double.
Is it the wrong 7?
And the 8 of diamonds is playing. So we lose 2 in 2 hands. Look at that. We've been waiting, and Ed, 70 grand for him, £70,000 exactly. 4th place for Ed Roger. That leaves us with 3, just like that. And look at Andy's stack. Look at Andy's stack. How can this go wrong? It can't. It surely can't.
10 mil. Jack and oh my days, the Mad Turk, man, with the stack. Oh. Oh dear. Everybody now has locked up a minimum of £110,000. How is that even possible?
Crazy, Tower. 2 bust outs in 2 hands. And Jack here, blind on blind, sub 20 bigs.
Yeah.
Turk is very short. We got a 70k pay jump, but Jack's been fearless in these scenarios, and he does move all in. And it's cool. It's a call from Andy. Andy's got ace jack. Are we going to lose 3 in 3 hands?
No way! What's happening? Somebody's taxi
Look
outside.
at Turk. He's high fiving people. He's got.
This is a 70k jump. This is a £70,000 jump if the Turk. He won't be cheering, that is for sure. He won't be cheering. But Jack is all in with pocket 5s against Andy Mock's ace jack.
Well, there's no help there. Jack could be doubling up, and that will put him right back in it. And that is clean. We do have counterfeit outs to fade now.
Queen.
Ace jack queen to fade.
An ace jack queen. He'd like a 6.
It's a queen! It's counterfeited! Counterfeited! What a mental free hand!
To go out!
Oh my god, look at Turk!
To go out.
Turk's jumping around, he's made
my
70k! He's just sat there for 3 hands, and he's laddered from 5th to 2nd. As the short stack, the mad Turk is loving life. He's pointing at Andy saying, "You're the man! You're the man!" And just like that, we're heads up. What? We were 5-handed 3 hands ago, and we're heads up.
Wow! To get counterfeited out of the GUKPT Grand Final is ill. Yo, ticker's going a bit.
So's mine.
By jolly.
And I think Andy,
Oh my days.
heads up, I think Turk's got like 5 big blinds, Tower.
Live poker will never die.
Oh my, well, we've been sitting here, we were 9-handed for what, 4.5 hours?
That we were like,
And
really?
then we were 5-handed to 2-handed in 3 hands. What on earth is going on? Back it, you got no chance. So Ali
with the queens this time. King jack last time, kings before. Raising up with the queens. It won't be a standard raise. Raises to 7.2. Tharles gets out of the way.
Jack's got a rather smile on his face with a 6x in front of him.
Oh, he's got a hand
He's
as
got
well.
10s.
Oh, the
Just
lot's going
moved
in.
with the 10s.
Is he doing the old...
60 bigs, just shy of, and
yeah, he's not
this
put the
is
lot in.
gonna
He's
be a
probably
big
left 1 chip behind.
pot. Ali's going to snap this off, and Jack Oliver going to need a 10 to survive.
They're all in. Ali Malone, queens. Jack Oliver, all in for 71. Ali Malone, queens.
To the flop.
To the flop.
10 needed.
Oh,
There it is.
He's in the 10.
Run like Jack. So some backdoor straight possibilities, but just fading a queen now for Jack.
No way!
Oh,
my
that is
days!
ill. You think you've got there, and it's a queen on the turn.
Ali Malone bumping away.
Just the one
Oh
out.
my days.
River. It's a 10! No way! No way did that just happen!
Clip it!
boat over quads.
Oh.
Ali finds the 2-outer on the turn. Jack finds the 1-outer on the river. You don't see that every day. Oh my word.
You know what Ali Malone's going to tell us at the dinner break, isn't it? Oh my God, man. Wow.
Jeez.
10 on the flop, queen on the turn. Malone can't believe it. The 10 on the river.
Oh God. Run like Jack Oliver.
So we've got new players. Is that Tom Hudson there?
No, Kieran coming in.
Bit of a doppelganger there.
He is a little bit. For the online manager, Mr. Tom Hudson.
Deborah's called now, and Richard. Which Richard is it? Do we know which Richard it is? Hearts and Hearts fighting off again. 3 times. A lot of hearts been dealt out, Tal, but not many on the flop. I did well. He hit the straight flushing hearts, didn't he?
Yeah. Kieran Davey comes to our table. Richard Griffiths in C1.
Richard Griffiths. I don't think I know him. Oh, look, what the
10,
hell?
9, 3,
Tower,
all
three of them
hearts.
have flopped hearts.
They've all
Flushes.
flopped to
Queen High,
flush.
King High, Ace High.
Wow.
This is gonna be carnage. Oh my gosh.
There's nearly every out on the board. The Jack of
Have you
Hearts
seen
is out.
this?
Okay, guys, your button has been redrawn to C number 8. We are now going to play through to the end of level 20 or final table, whichever happens first. The lines are going to continue 3,000, 6,000, 6,000 and see. Best luck. Please continue. It's going to be a 9-handed final table, guys. 9-handed.
Stop flicking buttons, you.
Sorry, my fault.
The whole estate in Luton has just been without internet for 40 minutes and the place nearly closed down. Everything went off in the building. You couldn't use your card to buy in. You couldn't use your card to get a beer. You couldn't... See, cash is king.
Cash is
Don't
king.
ever get rid of cash. Ever. Because when you get to the bar and you try and use your phone to pay for a beer and they say it's cash only, it's like, now what? Can we have it on tick? No. Oh, no. So we're back. We've missed a couple of exits, but not too much, to be fair. We've done really well.
Yeah, because we saw Reece Brogan just before we went off. After that, George Demetrio and David Jenks busted, and then Dooley lost an ill one, flopped the straight with 9-7 on 8-6-5 against pocket fives, went all in and come running aces for the fives to boat up. So Dooley lost an ill one.
Ooh, who's that against?
That was against, who was that against? That was against Adam Bonham. That was against.
Wow. But we're back. We are now back. It wasn't us. Nothing. The whole estate. Imagine that. Imagine being on FIFA and you get to a final and anything like that.
Oh, Mum got in here. Well, the amount of times, teenager, 14, 13 years old, that I'd start lagging on Call of Duty or start lagging on FIFA, and I'd shout down and says, "This savage, terrible internet, upgrade the internet, I'm lagging. She used to get it all the time, Tal, when I was about 13, 14.
Oh dear. How are we doing, Kelly? Good evening on this Saturday evening, whatever you're doing, wherever you may be watching on Facebook. We are back. So back now, everybody. Good evening, one and all. Hope everybody can hear us.
Yeah, longer session as well. Come back with around 6 minutes on the clock. So we will play the rest of level 16 and then play, rest of level 18 and then play level 19 and level 20 to close out the day. So we're probably looking about 5:15 midnight.
We had a longer break.
Yeah, we did.
We wandered round, running round trying to find 50 pence for the meter for the whole estate. Oh, heck. There's so many people just like running around, man. Well done, whoever it was that fixed it. Wherever you were, the whole estate is now back. Well, these things happen, and when you rely on something that you've got no control over. Unplugged by a Man City supporter. What happened there? What happened to City? They got demolished, didn't they?
They did. By your 2024-2025 Premier League champions.
Where are you now in league?
Well, we're not far off, but Liverpool are clearing up at the moment.
Oh, right, okay.
So.
Was that National Grosvenor? No, it was the estate in Luton. It was the whole estate, Brad. So none of the terminals worked in the casino. You went outside and nobody was online.
Yeah, Liverpool, if they win tomorrow, Tal, they go 8 points clear at the top.
Wow. There you go. What are they playing?
Southampton.
So yeah, but it's back. Everything is back, as you can see there. The all the casino Wi-Fi is just there, and it's all coming back slowly but steadily, and then everything gets back to normal. A lot of strange things happening in the country at the moment, Tower. Like what? Southend winning? That's strange.
Spurs winning 4-0 at City.
Spurs winning 4-0 at City. That is strange.
I've just never seen a blackout like that, have you?
No.
I've not ever done this job, never seen a blackout like that. Literally, both mine and Tower's laptops went,
Yep.
the stream went.
Yep.
I've seen the stream freeze and laptops stay on, but I've never seen our laptops go as well at the
No.
same time. It was something, obviously internal, can't really do anything about it, but the guys have been working on it. PK's been running around like a headless chicken the last 40 minutes and has finally got us back on air.
There's Seb. Seb always seems to navigate his way through these fields. Another deep run, says Bazza. It's also good for Seb for the MPL as well, is this?
Yes, it is.
Because this moves him up a spot, and it also moves him into a bigger prize pool. Matt Bonham. With the ace-5 against Adam Bonham. No relation. It could be father and son, I'm not being funny, but it could be. Just.
Who's who?
He could. Young Matt could be 18. Adam could be 18. Matt could be 35, 36. It could be.
It's like Bonham on Bonham action, and Matt does river a 5 here. I think Adam, whether to value bet or not, well, it's gone check pretty quickly. The King Jack going to be good.
If you look at the MPL regarding Seb, there we go. Seb Young.
Lin Chen still in as well.
Oh,
Ravi's
while he's having his cocktails, sat on the beach in Goa. He's the man at risk. Might be on a flight home tomorrow.
Yeah,
Looking at that.
might have to.
Chris Johnson. Also, the 10k packages. 15 of them at the moment. We don't know. What's that?
Zacheng as well, underneath Rossa. If Zacheng wins
yeah.
this, like he could even chase down Ravi as well. So, a lot of MPL sweats going on still in the field.
Yeah, Rosa busting out just before the money.
Chris Madden says, I'm nowhere near Luton, but people are complaining there was an internet blackout about an hour ago in Eversham, which is Worcestershire.
Wow.
Well, that is strange. 2 internet blackouts. How far's Worcestershire from Luton?
Worcestershire's down the M5, isn't it?
I
So
don't
it's
know.
across and down.
Long way away, though.
Yeah, because it's near Bristol.
Yeah.
On the way to Bristol.
Okay.
Ish. Evesham. I just know that Worcestershire's down the M5.
Tom Clack with the gun open. Oh, wow. Mad Turk. Ace King here in the hijack. And it's gone open from Tom Clack. Mad Turk with the Ace King here. I'm probably just going to 4-bet. Don't need to go too large. And there it is from Usel. Makes it 130k. And he's not going to be folding when Adam 5-bet rips here. Not putting in this amount of our stack to let it go as Usel. So we're going to have a huge one here, Tower.
So here we go.
And there's the all in, and I don't see how the Mad Turk gets away from this once he makes it 130. I'm going to use a few time banks, but we put in a decent proportion of our stack here, Tower. We're getting 207k to win 572. So we're getting like 2.7 to 1 on a call here as you sell. So we're going to need about 28% equity. So if Adam actually showed us his hand, like we'd still have to call. It says 18%, but that is accounting for an ace in the muck. But the Mad Turk is going to save some chips and potentially save his tournament. You sell him Monoglu, getting away from the ace king.
Good fold.
Nice laydown
Yep.
from the Mad Turk. I thought he was done for, Tower, after he put in that proportion of his stack, but finds a way to get away. About 70 miles away. This is why I don't watch the news, Brad. Brad says, things happening, Jay, mate. I just live in my own world. Don't worry about what's going on around me. Don't know anything that's going on around me. Then you don't worry.
About a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Baby, don't worry about a thing. 26 bigs with their side, that's the thing. Evening, Stato.
I don't start.
I hope you're well, young man. Hope to see you next week. I was Nottingham for you.
He says 12 to 1, Turk actually folded ace king, 1 to 16, graphic malfunction. I saw Star actually, we were having a chat on the bubble break when we were both very short. Did you cash, Stato?
The bubble break.
Well, we were on break, and when we were coming back, we were approaching the bubble.
Oh, right, okay.
And I remember chatting, and we were both really short. No rubs if you didn't make the money, mate. I honestly don't know. Not trying to throw any unnecessary needles out there.
Yeah. And as you see there, Thomas Clark's got 120 bigs. It was a big pot with Matt Bonham.
Big pop.
Yeah. Oh. No, he did not.
Actually, I did not know, honestly. I wouldn't needle someone for no reason. Yeah, mate. We had a little spin up, and then, in true me fashion, I seemed to bust a lot of tournaments in this way. Well, to be fair, the hand left me short. It weren't the bust out hand, but ran it, tripled it off with 9-eye, as you do, and ran into a flush. Well played, sir. Yeah, but it was a nice run. It's good to get in the mix. 20 something, late 20s, 28, 29, something like that.
Please, all players available to 1-3, no time of cash in this, please stay away to the card room. We have seats available, thank you.
And King Queen for Tom Clack here. Jam seems good, Tower. Seb opening cut off. Yeah, really nice from Tom. Does jam. Seb will get out of the way. Just Seb's effective stack there. 24 bigs to start the hand. Iron in the bigs got 17, so late position open. Just a beautiful candidate to move in with. Gets the ace high out. See you Wednesday, Stato, for the high roller. Are you going to arrange that golf thing next year that we've been trying to do for about a year and a half
It's
now?
tough. We're going to get him with Stato in
Like
Blackpool.
Mitchell play, Stato will play, you'll play, I'll play. I'm sure you can get a couple of golfers from Blackpool.
You never bring your clubs up.
I would bring my clubs if we were doing if we were doing a golf/poker tournament. I would get involved.
It would. It's really hard because obviously to make sure everybody's there, make sure it's all booked, make sure it's all paid for.
Well,
plus
take deposit.
Plus, Blackpool next year's only got November. So it might have to be somewhere else.
Belfry, Coventry.
But we could play somewhere else. The Belfry's just... Belfry's alright, but it's completely geared towards corporate golf. Completely geared towards corporate golf, so it's always busy. But yeah, absolutely. In fact, talking of golf, you know hardy souls at golfers? People that don't mind playing in the cold,
Yeah.
and the wind, and the rain, and the snow now and again.
Yeah.
And if it starts to get snowy, you know. Neil Feenan, Edinburgh.
Yep.
Played golf with Neil a few times in Edinburgh. Went out this morning, stood on the first tee box. Lovely and green. Lovely. Sky started to come a bit grey. And I'm going to show you the picture. And then I'll show you that. I'll show everybody else.
Okay.
So, tees off. Tees off on the first green grass.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at that. That's brilliant, that is. It's Towers' fault, Stato. He says the missus didn't realise I'd gone up to Blackpool early to play golf until she heard us say it on the stream. You dropped him right in it, Tower.
I haven't said a word. I haven't said a word. We were playing on the computer. So Neil teed off this morning, and
I'm going to come back to that because
Yes,
we could have a
I'm
big
just
one here. So we've gone for a middle pair check raise here with Adam from the big. Like in general, we don't really choose too many middle pairs. Like if we had like a 3x, maybe like a something like that. We want the backdoor flush draw, which isn't available in free. Maybe ace 3 with the ace of clubs might be a better choice as Adam, but just taking this ace 7 and going for the raise, trying to flush out some equity perhaps as well. But this is not the turn we're looking for as Adam. Tom going to bet call all these Queen X holdings from the button. A lot in there as well. When Tom's got this stack, he might even dip into Queen 8 suited. So a lot of Queen X out there for Tom Clack here. So Adam rightly shutting down and checking it over to him.
6 of spades river.
A little check here from Tom as well, Tower, and what this is here from Tom, what I think it is, if you think about Adam's range, he may check some Queen X on the turn, but these are going to value bet anyway. But what we actually do with the check back, as Tom said, if Adam's gone for a check raise with a 5-6 suited, something like 8-10 of diamonds, sometimes he might choose to bluff these on rivers, hands that would snap fold to our turn bet. So Tom's check back, it does actually make a lot of sense. Queen X we're going to get paid from anyway on rivers. Adam's going to bet them himself. And then we just keep all the bluffs in, which would just snap fold to our turn bet, which may elect to lead river as a bluff. So I actually kind of like the check now from Tom. On first glance, thought we just had to bet, but when you sort of break down Adam's range and what he's supposed to have, I think it's kind of a little tidy check from Tom, and Adam doesn't call off with 2 pair. Back to Tower.
So quickly, just with the golf, because golfers like hardy, they're hardy souls, aren't they, golfers? They like to play in wind and rain, and you play North Berwick, 25 mile an hour wind all the time. And I'm guessing North Berwick today eventually was white over. So Neil Feenan teed off.
Yep.
Green grass all the way down. Before he got to the green,
What, first hole?
first hole, before he got to the green,
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing than that.
that's before he got to the green.
1 hole.
On the first.
Did he carry on with the round?
That's bit no.
No, I probably wouldn't have either.
Tom Gill, good evening. I bet North Berwick has been picturesque this morning, but not golfing weather.
What's he doing walking in this weather as well? Why is he not in a buggy with a heated blanket? Who brings a trolley?
Thermal gloves.
Who brings a trolley minus 3 degrees? Get one of them heated buggies.
Yeah, I can imagine North Berwick was picturesque this morning. But yeah, they played the football in Edinburgh this evening at Hearts. I bet they wish they hadn't, but they actually played the match, so it must have got better. We're with the A6, raising up.
And Tom with the Kings here. Just sometimes it just all falls into place. You get those times, it don't happen very often, those tournaments where you're just getting dealt hands, your bluffs are getting through, your value bets are getting paid. And free bet to 48k, and bit loose here from Wayne, I think, Tower, from at this stage, 2 tables left. A6 off of this stack depth, maybe just folds, probably does just fold, I don't think it's a maybe, but maybe feels like he needs to start trying to chip up, take some blinds. But I always say GUKPT's this structure, hard to find a better structure anywhere in the UK. You've got loads of time to wait for your opportunity.
So we're on 15.
And that is because David Thompson exits
Tomo.
on the outer table. He was out in 16th.
Unlucky Tomo. Oh, another one gone. We're down to 14.
Nathan Slater direct bubbled. All in on the bubble. Ace Queen versus King 8 for 15 bigs. The King 8 gave him a spin. Clean as you like run out. It was Jack 7-4 deuce. 8 on the river.
8 on the river. And Alex Montgomery is still in.
Yes, he is. Alex coming second in the grand final main event around 12 months ago.
Yep, and we can show you the chip counts from about 20 minutes ago if you'd like to see them.
And off he goes again. Tom Clack, King 10 of clubs in the hijack.
There are the chip counts. Alex right at the bottom. We're down to 14 because Vic Meta has bust out 15th for £1,460.
Uh, 1.2 million now for Tom Clack, and there's just under 5 million play tower, nearly with 25% of the chips in play, and we've still got 14 left here. And Ion here in the hijack, working with 17. It's kind of close whether to open or whether to jam. I think from hijack, that is the avenue to take. I think on button we just open send this one. Cut off, not sure. Feel like when we still got 4 players behind, good to just open as Ion. Makes it 2 bigs. And Dean, ace jack suited here. Goes with call. I probably would have jammed here, Tower. Just because the effective stack of the open is 17. And then like we can happily shove against Seb's effective stack size as well of 19. So I most certainly would have jammed here as Dean Clay, but he's going to find flat and see what the flop brings.
Off to the flop. And flops a jack, top. 9, 10 jack, rainbow.
I doubt we're going to do too much betting on this board as Ion. Like, you got to think about Dean's range. 8-9 suited, Jack 9 suited, Queen Jack, Queen 10, all these sort of middling suited cards. Seems like a really good board for the small blind. Now Dean is going to go for some value, hefty value as well.
Yeah, it's nearly pot. 50,000?
80%, 85%. Seb can't do anything with a 5 against his size, and going to be the same scenario for Iron. We're just handcuffed on this board against small blind. It's Dean's board, just let him have the pot. So Dean wins the hand nonetheless.
144 bigs with 14 players left. Phenomenal.
And we see PK there with the camera.
Indeedy, indeedy.
What has he got for us?
What is this now?
So Kieran McCullough has got his short stack in with the 6s and Lin Chen with 10s. It's been a day for the Mickey Blacks. Going to need one though, and fast.
That is not one of them. A 6 and a 6 only. And he's not. The 2 of diamonds is no good. Kieran McCulloch busting out. Well played, Kieran. We're out in 14th, £1,580.
And like Lin Chen's got like 800k there himself, Tower. So you had 1.2 mil, you had 800k. It's like 40% of the chips in play between Tom Clack and Lin Chen. So rightly there are a few stacks sub 20 on this table and the outer. And to be fair, Tower, with the amount of shorties there are, because obviously 2 people having most of the chips, like, not out of the realms of possibility we finish before the end of level 20. Could hit the final in the next hour and 45 minutes, just because of how the stacks are. We need to do a giveaway though. It's Tower's question. We'll do it in 10 minutes time when
10?
there's 30 minutes on the clock.
Are you mad? 10?
You've got plenty.
Alright, let's have a look. Paper, just for you.
So it should be a check call for Adam. Matt Perk just trying to find a way to win this pot. So 3 of diamonds on the turn. So ace jack still good for Adam Bonham here. Has Husel got another barrel in him there? Not the turn we're looking for. Does go for the second barrel and gets Adam to fold the better hand. Husel finds a way, Tower. He finds ways to just make the chips and chip up.
That is possible, yeah. I still honor that word, you know? Because you're a nice guy.
If you fancy a little flutter tomorrow, guys, don't forget, Sportsbook will be back. So if you fancy sweating from your living room, having a couple of quid on one of the players, head to Grosvenor Poker, Grosvenor Casinos, go to the poker tab. There will be a full list of all the players that bag at the end of tonight with their price next to their name. There's on here, ace-5 suited. Personally just open. Really nice attempt to steal candidate. Too many bigs to shove. We don't want to open shove for 15 from gun. Like it a lot. Makes it 16. defend from Tom. Queen 10 in the big. And the board we could go one big here as Ion, little 8k. Got slightly more, 10k. Shy quarter pot.
Foul man. It did shut off.
Why'd you say that?
Oh no.
I was going to play it out. And they were like, no, we've been here the whole time, mate. Like, where have you been?
Yeah,
but it's a bit late now, Tal. We can't play it off now. You've ruined it. Go on, tell him what you was going to say.
The whole estate went down. The entire building went down. For like 40 minutes, you couldn't use any cards to buy in, to pay in, to buy drinks, to get a bet on, to do nothing. The whole estate went down. The whole estate went down. It lasted about 35 minutes. Got it all back. A tower shovel did not do well. Neither did anything in football related today apart from Curtis and Razor Kev. And that was it, really.
Yep.
2 people in the entire country.
Do you know what? Razor Kev, next time he sees me, owes me a drink. He keeps backing players to score
Yep.
that I take out of me FPL.
Yep.
He owes me a chunk.
Well, next week, he's going to lose.
Madison 50-1 to get a brace today. Who on earth put that bet on? He must have been one of a few people in the
I'm
country.
not being funny, but it should have been more than 50s. It really should.
Yep.
Because for him to shoot on target, it should be 50-1. Because yeah, but it's his first game. But you look at me like that. You said he shouldn't have even played.
Well, the reason he shouldn't have played is because he hasn't been in the team. He's been on the bench the last 2 or 3 games. So therefore, I assumed he wouldn't play because Brennan Johnson had been getting in front of him, and then suddenly today.
You know, when team news comes out, can you change your?
No, you can't.
Why?
You can't because the deadline is for 2 hours before the first kickoff of the weekend.
Oh, that's pants.
You don't think everyone would do the same thing if you waited till team news come out?
Well, so that's what managers do. They manage the team. You're just guessing at 12 o'clock. Which is now I understand why you watch videos. Sean Edwards was waiting on Sunderland and didn't work out. Millwall scored in the 93rd minute. Wow.
Well, I know what I'm going to do. First thing I do when I get back tonight, I'll go on YouTube. I'll have the channels I'm subscribed to. The bloke that said Saka's probably not going to play, I'm going to unsubscribe straight away.
100%.
I'm not even joking. I'm going to
100%.
unsubscribe straight away.
Because he knows nothing. 14 players left, playing another 90 minutes today. So we're finishing the live stream round about 12:15. There's been a couple of extended breaks due to the outage in Luton. Fancy a whole estate. Just imagine the kids. Just imagine the teenagers.
At this.
Walking round town with all the phones, TikToking everybody, Snapchatting everybody, and all the internet goes off. Imagine that. Imagine the carnage. And just to let you know, they're only apps I've heard of. I don't have.
Nah.
So the final 90 minutes of the day, we're down to 14.
13. We lost Kieran McCullough. We're just waiting for the.
We saw it. Yeah.
the number
13.
to update.
Apologies, we're down to 13. We did see Kieran McCullough disappear.
That's really strange. Did I just see Seb fold ace in the low jack off a stack that could have open jammed? Points. I always forget about the points, Tower.
He will play totally different to what he normally does because of the points.
I might 3-bet this one as the Mad Turk. Seems like prime candidate at this stack depth and against an opponent that is supposed to be opening a lot of hands.
And the flopper do 7-2.
So it should be check, bet, call. Going to be just small from Tom on the 7 deuce deuce. Does go small, quarter pot around there. And I'd still take one off here as ace high as the Mad Turk. Getting this price, backdoor will draw, can still have the best hand facing Tom's cut-off opening range.
How long has Dave Batista been playing poker in C3? To be fair, on that picture, it looks more like Goldberg. On the outer table, not that picture, not that one, but the overview camera. At 5 on the river, pairs twice.
Really nice to see us Turk now because we just chopped with other ace highs as well, Tower, which is nice for us here as you sell. And Tom.
Yeah, not getting interested in trying to nick it, show the king. Well, new so the Mad Turk's going to turn him over the ace 4. The Tom's like a hefty lead. With the final 13. Oh, good. I didn't miss the ice cream again.
Score predictors tomorrow.
Who's playing?
3-0 Liverpool away to Southampton.
It's going to be 2-1
Going to be 2-1
to Liverpool.
according to Tower. I'm going to go with 3-0. And then who's the other match tomorrow?
No idea. Newcastle. is it?
Man U someone, right? Man U Ipswich, of course.
4-0 Man U.
4-0 Man U. Two-one Saints, says Mike Leonard. I'll tell you, even FPL, I'll get the ump. If Trent Alexander-Arnold is playing tomorrow, I am going to kick off.
You need to take that man.
No, not from this man. On FPL, it comes up 75% chance he's not playing because he's got a knock or he's injured.
That's why you're guessing. I don't understand why you can't change it when team news comes out. That's what's silly.
But that's the whole point of FPL.
But what happens if it's the first game and you've not got anybody playing in it?
Well, otherwise, what you do, you just get all your players that are in the half 12 kickoff, playing the half 12. You put all your bench, then put all your bench players on for the 3 o'clocks.
No, but once the half 12 kicks off, if you've got players playing in it, then you can't change them, obviously. But then you can change when team news comes out at 2 o'clock.
Nah.
That's what I don't understand it. It's like you're guessing. And at the moment, you're not a very good guesser.
Well, hopefully I am in about a minute's time because we are going to be going to a giveaway. And it's Tower to ask the question. I've got a €20 Mini Masters ticket for the chat.
I'm just thinking of a question.
It's Tom Clack. Really getting after it. Queen 4 of diamonds, suited queen. And I doubt Seb's defending King 8 off 3-way. Got to go into the muck, sir. It does fold. So Mad Turk does have position on Tom. Got the better of him the last couple of hands. But should be Tom getting the better of Turk here in the form of a C-bet. So a little 20%er from Tom. We know he loves a float, but this would be outrageous, Ucel. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes with the 10-9 on the ace-ace-3 board. Have that, Tom Clack. You're not going to push me around with all your chips. I'm only sitting here with 250k, but I'm happy to battle, says the Turk. And it's quite interesting here, because Turk wouldn't raise an ace tower. I don't think he'd raise an ace, and I think Tom knows that as well. So Tom not snap folding here. Any free bets about? Oh, here it comes. Any 3 bets about? Oh no, it's a call. He's going to go for float. Out of position. So a little float from Tom.
It's almost like
But he's right, Tower. Like, I know, and Tom knows as well, we watch the Mad Turk a lot. He doesn't raise an ace here. I'm pretty confident he wouldn't raise any ace-x in position. And Tom knows that. So Tom calling with Queen High means that he's just calling to bluff river. Because Tom's made the assumption, the exact same assumption I would make here, that Ucel is just never raising an ace in position on the flop. And there we go. Floats the Queen High out of position, knows that Turk's going to check back the turn, then gets to lead river and takes it away from him. Queen High was the best hand. Anyway.
unbelievable. Well played, Mr. Thomas Clack. You got it spot on, and we were.
But this is the thing, like, when you're on the feature table a lot, when people can go back and watch thousands of hands that you've played, the Mad Turk, when he's in position with a strong hand, it's rare you see him raise. He likes to just call, take the next street, play in position. So Tom's obviously sussed that out and said, hold on a minute, if Mad Turk's got an ace here, I don't think he raises. So Tom says, I'm going to float the Queen High. If he bets turn, okay, then I'm fold. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does raise some ace-x. But if he checks back turn, we're going to lead this river and take it away from him because we used to allow all the strongest ace-x in the deck. Holly says, surely he has to continue. And then Curtis follows it up with he would of on a brick turn, not a king, I'm guessing there. Jay, no. I think Mad Turk shuts down on all turns simply because Tom can have all ace-x and maybe he doesn't expect Tom to float hands like that. So when Tom calls the raise, they're out of position. Maybe Turk assigns in pocket pairs and ace-x or just thinks, I'm not going to try and fold these out and just gives up. I don't think we would have seen Turk barrel any turn card there. I don't think there's one in the deck that he would have done. Could be wrong, just making these assumptions as we do at the poker table. But what a fantastic hand.
The old Turk.
So Seb goes for the complete here. It's actually really good. The complete here tower can't be results orientated. It's come king, queen, deuce, all diamonds. Not a good flop for our hand, but the complete here is really good because like the hands that we flip against, the king, queen, the ace, king, the ace, queen, these type of stuff, they shove anyway, and we take our flip. So what we actually do with the complete, we keep hands in that contain 2 undercards or just 1 overcard. So in terms of equity, we're just going to be well up there as Seb against the range of our opponent that wants to check back at this stack depth. So Unfortunately for Seb, we see a horrible board, but I'm a big fan of the complete here in the small blind.
Oh, he just put the bets. He doesn't see the cards. Oh, you
So
only
Queen
put the
King
bets.
Deuce flop, check call from Seb. Seb checks the 7 of hearts.
Oh, somebody important.
Who else, Seb?
Somebody important. He doesn't. I bet people who make tea and coffee is more important than him.
Bet 20.
Anybody can put him betting sizes. He's got glasses. I'm thinking he's so intelligent guy.
Now, that's Seb. Difficult spot. It's going to take his 3-to-1 price.
That's what they say. Don't judge the
3
cover.
of clubs on the river. After Seb does call. Check call the flop, check call the turn.
Check, check, river. Wayne's not betting here, Tower. No, it's too thin, too thin. Does check it back. And I'm going to take it with a Queen 10. Doesn't like to see that Seb, but this is why we complete this hand. It comes 10 high, we double up. Like this is the thing. Unfortunately, it's come the Queen, but when you look at Wayne's entire range, that's going to check back in the big blind. There's not a hand in there at that stack depth that we're flipping against, like King, Queen, ones that I mentioned. It's just all the hands that contain either 1 over 30% or contain 2 undercards, anywhere between 15 and 20%, depending on the hand. So it's a great spot to be in terms of equity. Unfortunately, Wayne, peach of a flop, finding the 3-outer. So, sorry guys, I've literally had a really good couple of hands. Sometimes I lose myself in the moment in the hand and I forgot we were doing a giveaway. Towers had to go like that.
You gotta come around, you lose yourself in the moment. Tell you what.
That's good, Eminem. That's pretty good.
Red Line's got karaoke tonight till 2 a.m.
Red Lion, karaoke, 2 a.m. See you
200
there.
yards away.
So guys, assuming nothing happens this hand, I'm going to run you down the rules quickly. €20 token up for grabs. Tower will ask myself a question. I will write my answer down here. Closest to my answer will be victorious. 1 guess per account. Any multiple guesses, you will be disqualified. And please do not guess until we say go. Don't give me any clues in the chat box. What you got for me, Tower?
Well, all I'd like to know is that woman that kicked the football in the 1994 match,
Diana Ross.
beginning of the football.
I'm not answering. Unless it's what she's actually famous for, the 94 USA Night Cup. I'm not answering the question because I don't know anything else about her.
Well, that's all right, then it's all right. Nobody else knows anything about her because she only had a couple of hits. Like, Diana Ross, most famous for starting the World Cup. Correct?
Yeah,
There you go.
that is what I actually thought.
All I want to know is she had a bit of a singing career. How many weeks on the UK charts did she spend?
What, her entire singing
Her
career?
entire career.
What, any song, yeah?
Any song. How many weeks did she spend on the UK charts, which is always the top 75? That's all I need to know. That's all we need to know. We don't need to know anything else. 5 seconds.
What?
Well, you had 20
you
already.
No, I haven't.
You've had 20 already. Somebody called Diana Ross decided to kick a football and miss the net. She even missed the net. She even missed the net.
I'm in.
Are you in?
Yep.
So, how many weeks on the UK charts did Diana Ross spend? The top 75.
Whoa.
I said that. I did say it.
Did you say that?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
top
Rewind it if you want
75.
to. He's wrote it down. Away you go.
Good luck.
So, did he remember what was said when Diana Ross came out?
I'm always thinking, aren't I?
When we said Diana Ross was the most successful soul and Motown singer of all time? Or just Diana Ross, whoever is Diana Ross? Did she have a career spanning 10 years, 2 years, 5 years? She was at the Lytham Festival last year. She was at Glastonbury last year.
Was she?
Yes. She was headlining on the what chart, on what stage is it? The Pyramid stage. She was on the Pyramid stage last year.
So she sent me a video like that, singing. I said, well,
So how many weeks did Diana Ross spend in the UK charts in total? as we go up to the tables, we've got ace 9 because we think the 8, we think a card has been hit in the wrong box. So it's the ace 9 of iron.
And he chops about.
Any spades? So the ace 9 is going to double up. It was a card that hit the muck. So how
You
many?
told me she was massive earlier. You said she was huge.
I know. How many weeks on the charts did Diana Ross spend in the United Kingdom, the top 75 in her career? No checking, no googling.
Of course, I would never Google.
That's all right then. We like to see the surprise in your eyes. Tonight, Matthew. So, how many weeks did Diana Ross spend in the charts, the top 75 in the United Kingdom, in total? Get your guesses in. Can you get close to Jay's answer?
Who's bluffing though, Thrower Man? That's the one. Who's bluffing? Is it me or is it Tower?
That's it. As a solo artist, I think.
Oh yeah. Hold on a minute.
No,
Does-
no, it's in total.
In total.
Completely
Okay.
in total. It's completely in total, including Diana Ross and the Supremes,
Okay.
which you didn't know about.
I didn't, but there we are.
And Diana Ross as a solo artist. So it's Diana Ross in
Thank you.
total.
That's what I thought when I was writing down my answer.
Yep.
So, Tom, raise and take. Yeah, we were having a chat about Diana Ross earlier on today.
Because Jay knows.
Do you know what, Tower? Like, I'm not really too much in the music industry, don't know too much about it, but when, like, I just remember that name from that. I think it might have been on A League of Their Own, like the first series that come out or something. I was like, oh, that's the person that missed the penalty at the USA 94. But not too clued up on old school music. But I've had a guess for everyone.
You have, and somebody is going to be winning a ticket. And don't forget tomorrow. Ace King for Dean. Oh, lights gone out. We might need them.
We might need them.
We might need the lights on. Ace King for Dino, who made it through the turbo last night with about 40,000. So he's had a great spin, as Dean Clay. So we're going to get out the correct answer and see if you can get any reaction from Mr. J. So Diana Ross, in her career, how many weeks did she spend in the top 75? Diana Ross spent 569 weeks in the top 75, so nearly 11 years in the charts. Or just over 10.
So
10 years in the charts. That's right, isn't it? 52 weeks in a year.
You're right, but
569. 569, which is something like 4th on the all-time list ever.
no, it's not.
It is.
It's definitely not.
No, it's not. 569 weeks Diana Ross spent, which is over 10 years in the charts. But what did Jay put down? You got about 2 minutes. Over 10 years in the charts, Diana Ross. Spanning a career nearly 60 years. 1963, I think, the first it was.
Hi then, John Gammon. Welcome to the stream. Payouts coming across the bottom for those asking.
Cheers, Mr. John. How are you?
That's Queen at 5-3. Rainbow rolls off. Wayne. It's so strange how I see it all the time, and it's always last session of the day. Someone that's been playing snug poker, good solid poker all day, and then suddenly they just do something wild out of line, and it's always back end of the day. And it's just when like the fatigue is setting in and you're tired and you just nonchalantly go for an open with a hand you know you shouldn't. And I talk about it all the time on stream. It's one of probably the most overlooked factors in this game. You get so tired mentally when you're sitting there all day thinking, and then you get to this stage, you've been playing for 9 hours, and the brain just goes to mush, and you can start sort of making little missteps here and there, and that's all I can think this is from Wayne Tower, because he's been fairly solid, he's been snug, he hasn't got out of line at all, and then just a random open here with the King 8, barreling away, and probably going to work though. Third on the turn. Maybe Tom might call here against third, the fact that we now get 4-1, and a lot of the time in a live set in Tower, people just shut down river, like they don't run the triple barrel, so maybe Tom feels like he's going to be protected on rivers, that when Wayne bets, he's just always got 10s beat. We'll see what Tom does on the turn here. I personally would do this, because, as I say in a live setting, people just aren't generally bluffing as much in the form of a triple, and it's 4 of clubs on the river here, and like even as Wayne here, like we can't really rep a 6. Pocket sixes would check at some point. But he is gonna unload the lot. Wayne Peach runs it with the King 8. And he goes for the water as well, a little reverse tell. He's throwing in the reverse tells now. Usually, Tao, when someone does that, they go reach back for their drink. A lot of the time it's strength, but maybe Wayne knows it's strength and he's gone for the little reversey on Tom there, and he does end up getting it through, so fair play to Wayne. Went for it. Bit of an optimistic line, but does take it from Tom Clack. Gets Tom to fold the 10s. Fair play to Wayne, but as I say, maybe just a bit of fatigue kicking in back end of the day. Like that open seems kind of loose for this man. How he's been playing the last couple of days.
So get your guesses in. Who was first? I'm guessing that's on the list. It used to be Elvis. Elvis Presley spent over 1,300 weeks on the charts.
I don't think it is Elvis.
But
I think I know who it is, and that is what I base my answer on.
I'm pretty sure now it's Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
Because of downloads, and when you touch your phone, you can download it for 4 pence or whatever it is, and now it's classed as a download, and then it gets back into the charts. Didn't he have like 16 songs in the top 20 once? Ed Sheeran. Because of downloads, and because you'd be able to download it for 50 pence or download it for free and get back in the charts. But when the charts meant something, Elvis was followed by Cliff Richards, and of the old people, older, those two stand out as the only two that used to be over 1,000 weeks in the charts for a long time. But Ed Sheeran now, with all the downloads and the way the chart changes, and I think now it's the top 100 and not the top 75. So it has changed a lot in the music industry. But she did have 569 weeks in the British UK top 75, which is over 10 years in the charts, which is unbelievable. And unbelievable for a female artist, because a lot of it was back in this, don't forget, the 60s and 70s. Totally different.
Mad Turk could have potentially called 4-bet, but went for forward tens. Was an open from EP and a 3-bet on direct 2 to Tom Clack's left. So we're going to give you one more hand, guys.
Yes, we are. One more hand. If you're not had a guess, can you get close to Jay's answer? How many weeks does Jay thinks that Diana Ross has had in the charts as the only reason he knew Diana Ross was starting the 1994 World Cup with a kick of the football? But we did tell him at the time she was the most successful, and they were also the most successful female artists ever with the Supremes. So the Turk with just over 33 bigs.
Adam? 6-5 off? What are we up to, sir? This is strange. Rightfully so, punished by the Mad Turk for that wild open. So, guys, we're going to give you 10 seconds.
Get your last few guesses in quickly. Last 10 seconds. How many weeks on the charts does Jay thinks Diana Ross had in the UK, which is the top 75? You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And comp is now closed on all formats. Comp is closed. Straight after this hand, we'll give you Jay's answer, and somebody is going to be taking away another €20 token to play on Grosvenor Poker.
So ace 10 off for Adam, raises to 16k. And king 3 suited for Wayne here in the small blind. Makes the call. Having a Matt Hyde. Hi Jay, hi Tao. Hope everything's going well for you both. We are all good here, Matthew. Thank you.
We are indeed. How doing, Matty? Hope things are good with you, sir. What are you doing with yourself these days? Always a pleasure to see you down at Goliath, working your socks off with Dina on the reg desk.
Yeah, miss Matty, I do.
Good lad, oh my.
They just bring him back for the Goliath, throw him in the deep end, there you are, mate.
That's it. He does 300 hours in 10 days, and then that's it.
So 10 on the river. So probably just check bet fold. Or is Wayne going to try and rep this river 10? Let's check it over to Adam, who's going to have a nice clean value bet once checked all the way down. Value coming in.
Long days for a man. Long days. And there we go. So, we asked the question for a €20 token. He is some kind of superhero, let me tell you. He is indeed. So we asked the question, how many weeks in the charts did Diana Ross have in her career? Top 75 in the UK. 569 was the correct answer. Jay? Football kicking superstar? Away you go.
Well, you kind of tripped me up on this one because you told me earlier and you set up because you probably knew you were going to do a question about her later in the day. This is how tactical he is with these things. But you said to me she was massive, she was huge, she was one of the biggest things for like 20, 30 years.
It's 11 years, not long.
Well, you told me 20, 30 years. You told me she was singing for like 20, 30 years.
You're singing for 55.
Well, there you go. So, I heard years and years ago, way before lockdown, Ed Sheeran had been in the charts for 500 days. This must have been about 7, 8 years ago. And then Ed Sheeran's been singing still since then, so he's probably at like 12, 1300 now. So I thought of Ed Sheeran, and then I thought, He's a lot younger than Diana Ross. He's not been around as long, probably been around about 12 years. Tower told me she's been around forever. So I thought she'd be around double 500. That's what I thought because of what you told me. Right, Ed Sheeran had 500 in the week, 500 weeks in the chart when he'd only been singing for 8 years or something like that. Okay. Well, that don't make sense. I think it was 8 years, 52. Well, about 9 years. About 9 years, let's say.
Yeah.
You told me that she'd been singing her whole life. She was one of the biggest things in the 70s, 80s.
60s, 70s.
Yep, so I assumed it would be a lot higher than Ed Sheeran. So, enough of the rambling. I went for 945.
945 weeks, nearly 20 years in the charts.
Yeah, exactly.
20 years of selling records. That's a lot. It's a lot, man.
Well, all I'm saying, I knew Ed Sheeran had 500 weeks a few ages ago, way before lockdown. So I thought she'd be much higher than that because she's been around longer.
Do you know when Ed Sheeran has 16 songs in the charts in 1 week?
Yeah.
That's classed as 16 weeks.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Because every song's individual.
It counts as...
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And that's why Ed Sheeran's got so many.
Right, okay. Makes sense. And there we
So
go.
who's winning? Anybody can't be that close, sure.
Well, there was someone very close.
949.
They ended up coming in right at the end. I'm just trying to find it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Hold on. Control F.
can't sing, but
Correct, Johnny.
I can only...
Johnny Brown. Correct.
950. Martin Norbury on YouTube.
Well done, Mr. Martin.
Martin, you are the winner of a €20 token. I need the alias you play on Grosvenor Poker, and we'll get that sent to your account. We'll get one more giveaway squeezed in at some point today.
Yay! Well done, sir. 945. 950. Great, yes.
But that's all I had to go on, Tower.
No, fair enough.
If you asked me how wide was the football when she took the penalty, I would have got it spot on. If you asked me how many squares was in the net of the goal she tried to score the goal, I would have got it spot on.
It was a big net that she
was.
missed.
But you tripped me up earlier. Jack 9 suited for Seb, gets it through.
So Kieran McCulloch last out on 14. We're down to 13. We've got one more level to go plus this hand. As the clock on the left is ours.
I think we'll get one more cup of tea for
That's
the day.
a great
to
shout,
see us
actually,
through.
because the water's empty as well. And seeing as though you're closest.
Yep, you owe me.
I owe you 5 minutes wonder.
Yep, you do.
There you go. You have a wonder 5 minutes.
All right.
Good lad.
It gets faster and faster, yeah.
I don't know about tickets, but Tom will be on the case and he'll be online tomorrow, so we'll ask him when the tickets... They're normally done before the weekend finishes, to be fair. 7, 10, 6 flop. 2 diamonds. Thomas then turns best. Sorry, Thomas then turns top pair and a flush draw. Mad Turk already flopping bottom 2. So Thomas getting a lot of equity with the ace on the turn. Betting a call.
Put that diamond. I'll punish him.
And the check mark for the MT. And the knuckles.
No point in betting now, anyway, I missed it.
And now he's gassing. So now Thomas is going to check back. He did miss his flush, like he said. No point in betting because I missed. And the Turk, showdown please. He's going to show him the ace.
I was waiting for you to fucking bet.
And I wait for you to bet, he says, and get you, get you, get you.
I was trapping you. I know you was a trouble. I checked you.
The Mad Turk up to 414 and 50 big blinds. Last level of the evening just started. 5, 10, 10. The last level of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
This circuit, you're too good. You should move on to the EPTs. How do you not bet the river there? What hand did you put me? 5 cents. I always told my I want to draw. One guy did that to me like that. I had the nuts on the river. I said, mate, there's no point to betting. It wasn't one of the EPT events. The guy is a French guy. He's a very well-known professional. I said, there's no point in betting. I missed my draw. He goes, I'm all in. I said, cool. Look at the nuts, obviously. And he loses most of his chips. And he called the floor. He says, this guy said you're winning. And then I bet. And the floor said, yeah. So, you fucking bet it, you know. He didn't say that anything else.
Win with the old 6-4 out of the way. 28 bigs with the blinds at 5-10. Eon with 21 also out of the way. Button raise, pretty standard stuff, but he does have the goods here, Ace of Hearts. And Dean Clay has built his stack up from 40k with 80 players left. He made day 2 via the turbo yesterday. The streaming schedule. Now, while he's gone for the teas and the waters, streaming schedule. Tomorrow, we do not start until 1:20 p.m. We always stream the final day at 12 with a 12:20 start for the stream. Because it's the Midi, we didn't realise that the Midi was scheduled for 1 p.m. So the Midi will start at 1:20 p.m. tomorrow, not 12:20. So we're on tomorrow for the final day of the Midi. At this moment in time, with 13 players coming back at 1:20. But the rest of the schedule is exactly the same as that. Wednesday we've got the mini main. We're coming back to Luton on Wednesday. 5:20 start for that. 12:20 start for day 2 of the high roller, with normally around about 40 to 50 players left in that one. And then Friday, Saturday and Sunday, all 12:20 and all concentrating on the grand final itself. And if you do want to get involved with Luton, this is what is on next week when we come back. The grand final, the main event, is a 12.50, £250,000 guarantee on the grand final itself. The high roller is a 16.50, and then there's a cup, and then on Sunday there's a cup, the seniors, the PLO, and the live closer to finish off 2024 on the GUKPT circuit. So that is what is on regarding the schedules. Luton had a good win in football today, did they really? I never checked the football scores after about 15 minutes. I've never known it being so bad for Towers treble and everybody who had a little bit of a bet today.
Yeah, I want to find out, please. Yeah, who's singing? Who's singing the song called Red Light? Anybody know? Emily, you might know. Is it Green Light? It's called Green. No, it's Red Light.
Thomas Slack with the King Queen suit from gun. Is he going to open? Yes, he does. Almost to 20. Everybody folding round in turn.
I don't mean it like that. Who's singing originally? It's a police. Red Light.
Dean Clay says I'm all in.
It's a police.
This should run. I think Thomas Coles 135 and 13 bigs.
Emily, sing that song.
I think this is a call, isn't it?
Emily, you're scared of
For 13. King Queen of clubs. This should be a call in my eyes. Think I'm making the call. What are you doing, guys? His boy's binned them. He's binned them.
This is my final song. I want to know who's singing so I can go on YouTube and practice tomorrow before I came.
Yeah, that's it.
Michael, we get extra time thing. I have only got one. I don't know how I used it. I didn't even use. I don't remember using it. I only used one. I remember when I had ace king when I folded against Adam. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, you're right. Red light spell danger. Is that the one?
Beat Hull City 1-0. Very good indeed. Well done, Luton.
That's the song. That is the song. I'm practicing this tonight. Or tomorrow. In front of what?
All in on a call. Show that.
Queen 5 all in, 7. Ah, you can see over there. Okay. 7-9 cold, 7-9 diamond against Queen 5 8. Queen 5 is all in with the 70,000.
So Seb this time is all in for 62.
And flop count. You can see it.
Stands
I'll
up.
tell you then, yeah.
Thomas this time with a 9-7. A lot smaller in size, so he does call.
Queen, bad news. Queen 9 ace.
Queen on the flop is good. As we hit the 9. So the fading 7s and 9s for Seb Young.
There's some boxes for it. Yeah. I know, I'm not saying
That knocks a lot of outs out. There's only one live out now for Thomas Clack, and that's the 9 of
you need
hearts.
7 or 9 to knock him out.
And Seb's going to get a big double up. There we go.
Or is a 9 on the
So he didn't call the King Queen of clubs when Dean jammed for 13 after an open from Thomas, but then calls with a 9-7. It's a lot smaller for 7. But that's done. If you open King Queen of clubs and you get jammed on for 13, I'm calling with chips here. He decided against it. I don't know what Jay thinks.
I'll just call the back and come back with the tees. Just saw the run out. What was the action pre-tower?
No, not that one. The one before.
Oh, the one before.
Open from Tom to 20. Dean Clay pushed for 13. and Tom's got king, queen, and clubs unfolded.
Where'd Tom open from? Gun, I take it. Yeah, he would have been. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a gross one, to be fair. It's.
I'm just saying I'm calling with his stack. And
The thing is, it maybe depends on opponent. Like when you got these line decisions, Tower, I think Dean, like the fact he didn't take the ace jack of clubs spot to shove there, like if Tom thinks that Dean's going to shove tighter than what he's supposed to, then maybe lean towards fold. If he think he's going to shove correctly, then maybe does just get in there.
So you didn't have 10 then? No, something good. I had 10s. And I folded like a napkin again.
I think we had a flip, but I'm not sure.
You had what?
I think I had 2 overs, you know, but I really can't remember.
I see. I'm an easy target to play. I'm an easy player on the front table, really. I fold. Fold hard.
Yeah, it works for you.
You wouldn't fold that. Tens. And ace king, I fold three. The he raised a tens. I didn't get him.
I think I had ace jack of hearts.
You did?
8-4 of spades. Not going to defend his ion. Wait for a better spot.
still on 13, last level of the day.
That's the art, you know, there's an art on holding the hands, you know, it's not, I don't know, I mean, I think that you can't win a hand by calling, but you can win a hand by making a good fold. Not hand, I mean tournament. You can win tournament by folding, because you can call and you can go wrong, but you can fold. Make the money, hold on a minute, I'm talking.
Yes, king, gun, 45 bigs.
Gringo, you do not interrupt with me when I'm talking. Anyway, I was walking down the road, I had a donkey. I lost my donkey.
So the Turk raises to 25.
They're all in the
Out
other
of the
table.
way. Then the Thomas on the cutoff.
Maybe all the donkeys in the other table.
Yeah, Wayne actually just tanking 10 to 12 seconds every decision, Tower. And maybe that could be to do with what I said earlier. Maybe he is like getting tired. We all get tired at a poker table. Maybe just wanting to play less hands, come back tomorrow fresh. It would make sense.
Is it called me?
So Adam going to defend here with the pocket fives off to the flop.
Nice spot for Turk.
So just going to be check bet fold.
It's a good flow for a
And
raise.
we've got PK with the camera on the outer table, so off we go straight away. And it's
Here we go.
Alex Montgomery with his short stack pocket eights against
He's videoing it for his vlogs and blogs and all sorts.
the Mickey Blacks.
Oi, oi.
They've been on fire today.
They have indeed.
Oh, and they
doing it again!
find it again.
Oh, Alex, we need an 8.
We've got some runners as well, Tower. 7 would be nice to see. But now just down to an 8. Needs to find it, or we lose Alex Montgomery.
Oh, just the quads. Death by quads. Oh,
Lin Chen adds to his stack.
wow. There we go. Unlucky Alex. 8s into 6s and quads on the river.
Thomas too good.
Oh, and the Turk's on his way. Oh, no way, man. The last session, the last level, and the Turk's gone to balance with 12 players left. So we're on 12. Alex Montgomery, great effort set. What did he end up with? 1,000. £580. Well done, sir.
Everyone ladders an extra 300 squid. And personally would let this go as Wayne, the small pair, at this stage. Does decide to open, and Dean ace-8 off into the muck. Agree facing gun. Seb Young, King 9 of hearts in the big blind. Should be a defend.
King 9 flop, King 6-7. Seb flopping best.
Just checking to aggressor as we should. And I think bet's kind of nice here as Wayne. Just a board that we may just bet range on. King high rainbow versus the big blind goes to 15 into 55, just shy of 30%. Seb with clear check call. To be fair, Seb's actually fairly shallow at 10 bigs. He may actually play some check jams at this stack size. He's just going to call. I feel like when we have the top pair at this stack depth, like better to like check jam if it's like 7-6 deuce and we have a pair of sevens, something that needs a lot more equity denial. Whereas the king only overcard that can roll off is the ace. And that's only going to roll off less than 10% of the time. So checking over to Wayne. Not the best card to barrel on here for Wayne Tower. Seb going to have a lot of 7x from the big. And we're not dislodging King X either, so should see a check behind for them reasons. And does oblige.
And a 4 of diamonds river. So Seb with a check mark.
Just what size to choose here is Seb. Although we got just over part, can't jam, want to go smaller, does go for just north of third, and should be an easy fold here for Wayne. Yes, we block the straights, however, Seb can value better king, he can value better 7, and he's only actually got a few select combos we beat Tower once he calls flop. Like if he's got 4-5, the straight draw, he just checks because he beats ace high with the 4. Same with the 6x, that just checks as well. So as Wayne here, once Seb check calls flop, his range that we beat are going to be the 8-9, 8-10, 10-9. So it's only a select few combos. So for that reason, when he's going to have loads of combos of King X, loads of combos of 7x, just value massively outweighing the bluffs. Pretty clear fold and does get away correctly.
No 4 man, we're not having an online leg for Goliath next year. I don't know what you're going to ask, but if anything but that, there will not be an online leg for the Goliath. But you can make a suggestion for our man. What will it be? Can we set up a bad beat booth where you go in and tell your story to an AI computer to save friends from the boredom and reward real bad beat stories with special prizes? I love that. That's a great idea. I love that. I nearly set up my own booth. £5 a bad beat story at the breaks.
Yeah.
I would have made an absolute fortune.
They made a few quid from that. Nathan Slater set up £1 bad beat story, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, the bar.
They had a cup going round. Whenever anyone went to say the hand history, they was like £1. They set that up at the Goliath this year.
That's a great shout. I like that idea. A bad beat booth. And people go and tell the stories to an AI computer. Do you think he'll go, oh, and what did you do?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? What were you thinking at the time? Oh, no,
that's
did
so
you?
unlucky. That's so unlucky.
I like it. Good shout. I like that idea.
Any flops about for Seb? Just the stones?
Just a nice hand.
In the hand. Wayne always folding, just he's been running the clock down a lot, Tower just taking, as I say, 10-15, trying to get to the end of the day.
You know how poker players forget everything? from one comp to the next.
Yeah.
Gilo says Mad Turk would spend hours on it. Have we not been watching the clip where Mad Turk cannot mention bad beats ever again? Ever? Or has that already bypassed him by? Has it gone?
It was 3 years ago, Tower, that grand final, the Mad Turk.
Do you think the 120,000 that he made in 7 minutes has just it?
And the rest?
Was it 120,000?
Oh, well, he cashed for
More.
177
Yeah,
he cashed for.
120,000
so, yeah,
more. Do you not think that's just like still, that should be 10 years worth of not listening to a bad beat story from the Turk?
Yep.
That 7 minutes is still the best 7 minutes of poker we've ever filmed.
You are late, Ollie. We're going to win the league. Come on, the Spurs. You heard it here first, chat. You heard it here first. Spurs, Premier League champions 2024-2025.
Manchester City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4. Yes, I got it correct, said the man, reading out the results. That's what he should do. That's what he should be able to do. Man City 0, Tottenham 4. Is that right?
Tottenham 4?
Tottenham 4?
Oh. Well, Tom might be putting the King 6 to work. It's difficult against this stack depth flow. 23 effective. We'd effectively need to make this like 70k as Tom if we did want to roll in the free bet bluff. But call can just be an option as well here to our blind on blind with King Height. Or is he going to go for the little free bet not all in here as a bluff with the King 6? We'd love to see it as Wayne, and there it is, the little 75k. Just slightly less, 72. Think sizing on point from Tom. Combo choice is nice. Obviously, we won't choose it full frequency, but I'm assuming Tom has rolled high. And Wayne just gets a delicious 4-bet jam and gets to pick up a nice 8 big blinds uncontested. We had this conversation for about half hour earlier, Ollie, about City in the middle of the park without Rodri, and everyone laughing that he won the Ballon d'Or over Vinicius, but these people don't understand ball.
That's true. And then they even had Rodri in the crowd today with his trophy.
What was the stat that come up earlier? 2%. Pardon?
3%.
2.6, wasn't it? 2.6%.
Was it?
2.6% in his Man City career.
Yeah.
City have lost 2.6% when he's playing. When he's not playing, they've lost 33%. That is some stat.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Good evening. Hope you're playing the Stockton charity event in December.
JG Poker's got me. He says I don't understand ball either, according to me FPL. Oh, it hurts. And I am gonna be in trouble here. Seb been grinding his short stack magnificently and has managed to chip up, and now a great opportunity to bust Ion. Take nothing away from Ion Tower. This is a really good jam. This is going to make us money in the long run. Unfortunately, we've just run into top end of Seb and now needing to find that 3 outer.
Nine, Jack, 3, 2 hearts.
Yes.
No hearts in play.
Yeah, so actually got a 10 as an out. I know the outs don't show it. 8 of hearts showing as a 9 of hearts for some reason. So more outs than it looks like for Ion. 10 or a king, and it's a lady on the river. So Ion exits.
Seed up and feature seed us.
the big blind only this time. That's going to be from. You can see.
So, Iron. Tell you what, Adam Bonham.
He was short for a long time, wasn't he, Adam?
He was short for a long time, moved tables and chipped up a bit. And he said he was short, and when we saw one of the outer table footages, but he's now chipping up nicely. As we're down to 11.
Usually around 8 a.m, Mike Leonard, is when the book opens.
Yep.
Where's 20,000?
So Wayne goes for a fruitful open, king 3 off, fairly wide, but does get it through with big blind only.
Yeah, final tables 9.
Kings against ace, king 1 million close.
10 seconds. Where's 20,000?
Over to Seb, Wayne in the hijack should be getting out of the way, but been a strange last session from him, I'll be honest. Playing some solid poker and then had a few looser opens this back end of the day.
Where's 50,000?
So Queen 10 suited opens from Seb. 3-bet from Tom, and at 40 effective to start the hand. 37 of Seb. I would not be folding Queen 10 of clubs 5-handed hit. May just give Seb credit for it. May just give Tom credit for it. As Seb, as we head over to the outer table, you would have seen the Mad Turk on his feet as that hand was ongoing. We have a 1 million chip pot between the Mad Turk.
Look at this, he's telling everybody what I've got.
And Chris Young with Ace King.
It is.
And it looks like Cowboys for the Mad Turk, so he's well out in front.
This is huge. 8-eye flop. Turk still in front. And still needs to fade an ace for a 1 million chip pot for the MT. Could be getting to the FT. Look at that.
What's he got for us? Oh, no dance, no sing song, just a fist bump. Oh, here it comes.
I don't know the word yet. Come, I sing the other one. Come on, I sing that one, yeah.
What's he saying?
I don't know, I unfortunately can't hear it.
As we come back to the featured table, it's Dean Clay's turn to get his chips in, and Adam gonna have to call off here. Unfortunately for Adam, we can't fold getting this price, but he's gonna like what he sees. We're not up against a big pair, so we're gonna have 2 live outs, and Dean won't like what he sees, prefers to see a hand that we dominate.
65-35 in Dean's favour. So Ace King against 10-8. So as we know, the 8 and 9 seem to be.
Oh, wow. Oh, I thought it was 2 pair, but the 10-8 of hearts is actually, as we know, the cards are switched round. So still got outs as Dean. Thought he was nigh on flop dead, but Queen, Ace or King is needed here. And he does not find it, so that will be the end of Dean Clay. Great run from him. 11th place for £2,160.
Well done, Dean.
And you know what that means, Tower?
Making it through the turbo yesterday. That means we're on 10.
Final table bubble time.
FT bubble. Oh, we're going to get across. Is Turk coming back?
Imagine if the Turk's back.
There's a hand in progress, so I've been instructed to stop. If obviously someone gets to the minute, that hand will go there.
So I've just been told to stop because the hand in progress is now finished because I can see that the dealer is riffling. And here's the bottom.
Bottom. Bottom in 9, bottom in 8. Yeah, we stop for the day at the final table for a man, or we play 27 minutes, whatever happens first. We got 27 minutes left of the day. So either half hour, shut up shop, or lose one, shut up shop.
Question for the old people. Quick one. What theme tune were seats 8 and 9 in? Great TV programme, fantastic cartoon.
What, Matt Bonham, Adam Bonham?
Yep.
Is that an actual show?
No. What theme tune? What theme tune were Matt and Adam in? If you know, you know.
I don't know, so I don't know.
Great movie, better cartoon. And as soon as you hear it, you think, oh yeah. And I think it has to be old people. And old people, I'm thinking over 40.
That's not old, that's a bit harsh.
You know, it's great old, isn't it?
So, raise and take for Tom Clack. Not been the best hour for him. Was up to 1.2 milli peak. It was the 10-tan versus Wayne Peach when perhaps it could have all swung the other way if he found the call. Oh yeah, we still got a giveaway to do. 26 minutes left of the day. When we lose one, we're finishing. What we're going to do for a man, just in case we lose one. We don't want to start the giveaway, lose one, and then you're just sat here watching me and Tao with no one playing poker. and we're just talking rubbish as always. So we'll save it for tomorrow. Make sure you are back tomorrow at 1 p.m.
We'll do a couple. Yes, we start tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the club. Cooler fish! Yes! Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. The Pink Panther!
You're a
Great.
clown sometimes.
Tell you what, well done,
How
you
would
lot.
you even think of that?
Because as soon as you say it, and you said ba-dum, ba-dum, I instantly thought of the Pink Panther. One of the greatest cartoons ever. Ever. And I mean ever. So funny. Peter McCornack, Cooler Fish, nailed it. Think like me. I like it.
Seb going to take the initiative here with the Queen 10 suited. It's not going to work. Tom up and down with the 8-5. Also backdoor club draw to go alongside it. Seb's range here, like from Tom's perspective, it can have some strong hands, 6s and 7s. I think 3 should fold pre-flop. So he does just have 6 combos of sets, but he would potentially also flat 8s, 9s, 10s at some frequency. So still can have some overpairs here. And to the Jack of Spades turn. Not really what we're looking for as Seb here. Tom will be the player with the most flushes from the big blind. So he does check it behind. And I feel like Tom's going to lead most rivers here, whether we get here or not. Don't think he's going to be checking 8 higher tower, especially when the flush completes, and we just expect Seb to barrel his flushes when he makes them to get it in by the river. So should see a bluff here from Tom Clack. I'd be surprised if we didn't. And there is the bluff, and we'll be getting the Queen 10 to fold. Nice from Tom yet again.
So we are on 10. We will stop at 10 as well. Not as if it's a final table bubble where it's hand for hand. We will stop at 10 if we don't lose a player.
Right, 20,000.
Adam getting after it. I guess Tom Clack, the only player that has us covered, is in the small blind. May have something to do with this open, but even still, Tower 6-3. I know Adam plays a lot of cash. Maybe a cash game player coming out of him here with this loose open at this stage. Matt Bonham with the defend. Bonham on Bonham action.
No, we don't do final table bubble. We don't do final table bubbles. We just play 5-handed both tables. Play just continues until the FT.
20,000.
3 on the turn. Deuce on the river. So Adam gets the check mark with his turn pair of threes, but we got Matt Bonham trying to dislodge him from that one pair. A little 40k on the end. Matt can definitely take this line with a jack, may even go thin with some of the stronger 8x after flop goes check check, and does get Matt off the free. Does get Adam off the free. Matt getting the bluff through, chipping up. We've got just over 20 minutes to go today, guys. Please stay with us if you want to see the full chip counts. Also, I may give you a little tip for the book tomorrow. Let you know where the value could potentially
I'm going to
be.
be up at 9 o'clock to make sure I get a little bit of punch. Because normally when I wake up at 10, value's done.
The great thing about tipping the book on Saturday night, if I'm well off, I can just say, well, you'll back Towers treble every Saturday. So it's perfect for me, really. It's win-win, right? Because if people complain that my tip's not very good, I can just revert to your Saturday treble.
Cheers, mate.
And save myself.
Thanks for that.
You got next week. Make sure you end the year on a high. Because you know what, I will feel hurt if you and Sam at the Behemoth go and get one up on that Saturday while I'm in Poland. I would actually feel a little bit hurt.
We've been told, me and Sam have been told that we're taking Saturday afternoon off to go and watch the match.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's no comms between 3 and 5.
There's not. No, you're right. I've seen that it starts at day 2 starts at 6 p.m. I've seen on the schedule.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah. It actually does. I've seen on the schedule.
Does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Day 2, Behemoth. Day 2 starts at this is
Saturday 14th.
Saturday.
Oh, we can watch the first half.
there
We
you
can
go.
actually go to the match.
I told you.
Sam, get your scarf.
I told you.
Hey.
It's not 6 p.m. 4 p.m.
Who are
Sorry.
they playing?
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's 4:20. So that means we can. Oh, for the first 10 minutes at second half.
Yeah, get yourself up there.
Oh, who are they playing?
I don't know.
I'm gonna sneak in. Yeah, about your blues.
No, King High is good for Mats.
Better be somebody good.
Hull City,
What? Full City?
half 12 kick-off.
Oh, you can watch
Oh, we
the
can
whole
watch
match.
the full match.
Half
Yes,
12
it's an half 12 kick-off. It's on telly. Oh, watch out for the streaking at half time.
It would be the slowest streaker you're ever going to see in the history of streakers. Could you just imagine Tower running on the pitch with his top above his head?
Oh dear. Home to Hull, 12:30 kick-off, and we don't start work till 4. Oh, brilliant.
Wayne, ace, queen under the gun. Should be an open.
20,000.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh,
Oh dear, oh dear.
this could be Kearns.
Yeah,
How big does Thomas go? Does Thomas make it quite chunky?
No,
knowing that Wayne's
we account.
stack?
We account for stack depth. So Wayne's
Yeah.
working with between 25 and 30.
Yeah.
At that stack depth, we usually go around 2.5x the open tower. So 50k. Tom's basically on the money here with the size. If we were out of position, we'd put a little bit extra juice on it, but 50k seems on the money here for Tom. And if I was Wayne against this opponent, I'm 4-bet jamming. We're just going to get so many folds, Tower. I wouldn't fault him for sending this in for 28 effective. We're 5 max as well, so obviously ranges widen. Hand value increases. If he finds a flat, fair play to him, but does go with the jam, and a quick check of the whole cards from Tom.
And in they go. This could be the final hand of the night.
It could be.
Showdown first, guys.
Peter King, that's a bit harsh.
He wouldn't get over the advertising boards. Hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute.
I do 20 sit-ups a day.
That is true. So, Wayne Peach needs an ace.
That is not one of them. No runnings. Well, a jack or a 10 for a bit of a sweat, I suppose. That's not. Down to an ace from space. Or we lose Wayno. And it's a 3, so Wayne Peach busting out. And that will be the FT. Last hand of the night on the opposite table. Queen 3 for Chris, who only had 50,000. It happened at the same time. Is this a double or is this a knockout?
Yeah, time bank.
It's a double for Mr. Chris Young, who gets up to 100,000. He was left with 50 when he did bust out.
Thanks for that, by the way. Cut me off. I was going to come to the booth, say we've got one more hand to go to the outer table, and you're like,
No, you were not.
I might have been. You don't know.
Prematurely.
I might have been.
You prematurely went there.
Yeah, to say, there's the chip counts, guys. Let's go see how Chris got to 113k. That was the line I had prepared. But you went.
What a great pullback that is. Complete lie, but what a great effort. I tell you what. Not bad for this time of night.
It's not. It's long days.
Not bad for this time of night, but you were never there. Never. Well done to the 9 that have made it through, all the way through to the final table. Thomas Clack, chip leader, and the Mad Turk over $1 million. Lin Chen, Tony Phillips, Adam Bonham, Matt Bonham. The pink. See, I tell you what, if them two get heads up, the Pink Panther's coming out. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Seb Young, Zicheng Miao, and we've not really mentioned him since his first session, have we? But he has maintained it and got up to 2-2-3 in the final table. And Chris Young, who's your pick? What would you say about the book?
So for tomorrow, I think value's probably going to be Zicheng. Chris actually played really well when he was on the feature table, in my opinion. So I always say with a short stack, if I feel like they're a good player, if they get that double up, that's maybe where the value's at. So maybe even Chris with 11 bigs. Zicheng's going to be a decent price as well. Seb, a very good player. I don't think I'd go for Tom. Tom's going to be favourite to win tomorrow, but I think his price is going to be so short that the value's not going to be there. But if I had to have a couple of bets, I'd go bottom of the pack for value. Zicheng, Chris, Seb, around that area. So I think that's where the value is tomorrow.
I'm binking I'm bocking nobody. I'm not saying a word until tomorrow morning.
Yep, there you go. Someone will. So whoever you say tomorrow, they'll be first out. Probably.
Maybe.
There you go.
But tomorrow, don't forget, we do start at 1:20. 1:20 on the 1:20 on the stream tomorrow, because the Midi starts at 1 o'clock in the house. The opener starts at 12, but the Midi starts with 9 players crowning a champion at some time tomorrow evening. Come and join us from 1:20 p.m. when the Yorkshire puddings will be cooking, and you'll be enjoying a Sunday roast while we're here for the final of the Midi. We'll see you tomorrow. Ta-ta.
Good night.
Well, no, I don't think so. I don't know what the checkout time is, to be fair. But it's not till Sunday. Sunday.
Oh, that's what. Oh, you Mini after.
Yeah, I'll stay the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And then busy, literally month of straight.